Here on Breakfast, let's talk about online dating. Quite a space before now that thrived and yet was forced to evolve significantly during the COVID-19 unfortunate pandemic. Now, as lockdowns lift and singles begin mingling at restaurants, movie theaters and bars the world over, top dating platforms are taking strategies for what next. Now, it goes without saying that COVID-19 reimagined socialization entirely, and one of the sectors that felt this most acutely and yet was perhaps among the most well-prepared is the online dating industry. Now, on the outset, we have a pandemic. About 82% of singles turned to online dating, and the engagement has really remained high throughout the past year and half despite screen fatigue and isolation. Now, our guest will break this down all for us. He's Dare Olatoye. He's the CEO, and co-founder of TrueFlutter, a new dating, and matchmaking app for Africans and people from engaging markets. Dare, good morning. Welcome to Breakfast Central.
Good morning, Lisa.
All right. Well, Dare, first of all, how would you describe the online dating space in Africa and Nigeria with apps? How would you describe it first?
Well, it's been really fruitful. It's been great, and the demand has been on the rise since, especially the pandemic. Which is when the pandemic started. The demand has been on the rise. Like I would say, it's quadrupled. And the engagements have quadrupled since we started. So it's really good.
So are we saying because of lockdowns, we locked down and logged in? That's what you're saying, right?
Yes, before, but there has always been a demand, in the market. There's always the demand for dating apps, even in Nigeria and other parts of the world. Because we have a lot of single people in Nigeria and also other parts of the world, like millions and millions of people. So there's definitely a demand. There's always been a demand for it.
So looks like the culture did not die despite the pandemic. So rather than meet up people or hooking up at bars and you just want to just log onto your app, go on Tinder, Grindr, Happen, OkCupid, and now TrueFlutter, which is clearly African and developed by your team. So tell us all about it. How did it come up?
So my sister got married at the age of 47, like a few years ago, and the person she got married to was just about 10 minutes, lived about 10 minutes away from her.
In Nigeria here?
Yeah, in Nigeria. Okay. And I was also looking for a partner for like a few years. And my brother and I just decided that life shouldn't be like that. Why can't we create something that would connect people, but something that our friends, our cousins, our family members, also people that are looking for committed relationships will be able to get on and also meet their partners. And that's how TrueFlutter started.
All right, and it's completely indigenous Nigerian. It's African. I wonder what Oluchi, makes of all this, because Oluchi, I tried logging in this morning. It was quite easy to use. It asked about, religion and some other things. So Oluchi, maybe, perhaps, you never know. There might be hope for me there, right?
Right. I mean, Elisa, this is for me first of its kind, especially for the African market. We've heard of other dating platforms or dating applications that have been created overseas and brought on the World Wide Web for everybody to participate in. But I would like to ask him, how has it been so far, the challenges in terms of this application and making sure it works effortlessly for everybody who is interested?
Okay, it's been, when we started, a lot of people were asking dating app or matchmaking app, would it work in Nigeria? And because we took the bold step to try something different in the tech space, so a lot of people expected us not to get so much engagement. But if I tell you something, we get about thousands every day, thousands of subscribers, and also thousands of matches. So the most important thing is that you get matches from people get matched, and we get thousands every day. So it's been very encouraging for Nigerians and for us too, that we've gotten a lot of subscribers from that, but also gotten a lot of feedback and gotten a lot of success stories too from that.
Perhaps some romantic stories that end up in nuptials. All right, so you talked about having lots of matches and lots of feedback. Well, what is the one unique thing about TrueFlutter that separates it from the Tinders, the Grinders, and the others?
Okay, so we have a lot. And so one of the features we have that no other dating app in the world has is the audio bio, where you can record your audio bio and connect it to your profile.
Wow.
So while you're scrolling and you see someone's profile and you think the person is good looking, you could also listen to how the person speaks. And that speaks much. I mean, you can also have also have an understanding of who the person is by hearing the person speak. So we added that audio bio feature there.
Wow.
So a lot of users can just listen to what other users sound like. But apart from that, you can search by tribe, which other dating apps don't do. Like dating apps in like Tinder and others don't do. So you can search by tribe, you can search by religion, and so many other things. Yes, and the way we we created our algorithms. It's an algorithms that would also make the matchmaking process faster.
Oh.
You know, so we put a lot of thoughts into the algorithms.
Wow, Oluchi.
Right.
Wow.
Now, Olisa, this is interesting. Don't you think it is interesting for him telling us the different ways, different categories by tribe, by religion? I mean, Darren, you also mentioned, during this conversation, you have mentioned that thousands of people visit the site, right?
Yes.
Now, if thousands of people visit it, I need to know, as an Igbo girl that I am, we're talking about money. How lucrative has it been for the thousands of people that have been visiting the website?
Okay, so like I said, we put a lot of thought in it, especially in the Igbos. We noticed that a lot of Igbos like marrying people from their own tribe, even maybe Yoruba people. So that's why we put a lot of consideration into all those things when we're building the app. So we know that, okay, if you want to search for only Igbo people, you can search for only Igbo people, or even people within your radius. And you can also meet people within your environment too. So it's what we looked into, and most importantly, we got a lot of feedback. So apart from the fact that we had this idea, but we got a lot of feedback from people when we're at the MVP stage.
Okay.
Got a lot of feedback from users on what we needed to put in the new version we have now. So that's why we put a lot of thoughts into the Igbo, the tribe, and also your backgrounds and your socioeconomic background.
Yeah,
education and where you're from. So we put a lot of thoughts into that too. So you can search by education, by tribe, religion, and so many other features.
Also age category, professional category.
Yes.
I think the one about, where you can actually drop a voice note. So if you're matching with anybody, Oluchi, you can see who you're matching with, and you can listen to the person before actually matching. I think that's that's ingenious.
Thank you very much.
All right. So going forward, because this is clearly African, this is clearly Nigerian, this is clearly indigenous, fully built here. Would you say that this is going to be a culture for we as Africans, unlike the days where we have to use our parents and associations to get hitched, but now we just go and swipe left and swipe right?
Yes, it's an easier process. Right now, there are a lot of people that work in the offices, or they don't really have time to socialize. You can just get on the app and you can meet someone in minutes, or in hours or minutes. There are a lot of people that have matched even in minutes.
Wow.
And it's just easier. So when you have free time on weekends, then you can meet the person in person. And even before then, we have before you meet the person in person, we have the voice and video calls we have on our app. So you can call the person just to verify who the person is and if the person is who they are. So there are ways. It just makes dating easier and makes you make your match even easier than a lot of people would think.
All right. So for the busy people in the city of Lagos and elsewhere in Nigeria, including Africa, well, clearly TrueFruiter is here to stay. I think I have to just log in right now and see if I can get lucky. But thank you very much, Dario Latoye, CEO and co-founder of TrueFruiter. Quite an interesting dating app.